Good morning or evening. I am your host, Solace, Capricornus, Andromeda. Or just, oh, for convenience sake, it is a pleasure to see you. Welcome, 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 welcome. How are your night today's been going? I'm just going to ask a question. I might not have an answer for you. I'm doing good. How about you? You know, it's me we're talking about. We want to make some progress today, though. I got some stuff to talk about. Not real stuff, but, you know, like streaming stuff and other things. They sent Gigi Murray into space. Are you gonna play Endocopia? What? Saying words to me, boy? What is it? What? Apparently it's a point and click adventure game. Oh, I don't fuck with those. Go back. You can take that back to Leisure Suit Larry. Leisure Suit Larry. Shit. I'm already forgetting. Endocopia. No. Oh god, I'm not playing this. Are you serious? This is a fucking Roblox game. What are we talking about? Is this a Roblox game? It looks like a Roblox game. No. No, it's not. I don't know. I just googled it. The first what? I googled it and the first thing. Look, it's not. This ain't my purview. I just streamed 5 consecutive Halo games. This ain't in my purview. Sorry, I thought I had more. Sorry, I thought I had more time to cough. We should be back. Good time now. 1 second. Boop. Yep. We're back, I think. Yeah, I hard reset OBS, or not hard reset OBS, but hard reset the thing. OBS is connected. Look. I reset something and it's going now. So, that's that. Anywho. This is more of a, this is more of a general, overview thing for the channel. But there is no more. Something we've been doing on this channel for years is gone forever. And something that we have yet to achieve on the channel is also no longer available forever and ever. Why the fuck am I over encoded? What? So we'll start with the quick one, and that's that YouTube is changing the monetization policies so that you now have to double their original requirements. So that's never gonna happen. You don't have to, instead of having 4,000 watch hours in 90 days, you have 8,000 watch hours in 90 days. So that was the quick one. The other one, we're gonna have to... Why? AI channels. Their auto mod system doesn't work in flagging AI channels, so there's like there'll be one guy who's running like 12 different monetization fields just using AI. I can see why they did it for shorts, because shorts they upped it from 10 million to 20 million for views per 90 days. I get shorts because shorts are easier to do, but just get better content modding instead of doubling the requirements, instead of doubling world hunger. Just make better, just like invest in pest control. Like, what are we doing here? Get better pest control, don't double world hunger. Anyway. Oh, thank God it automatically paused. So we're gonna have to sit down for this next one here. And it's that Terraria Calamity mod is gone. It will be dying soon. Gone forever, reduced to atoms. We can finally be free. Oh, it's... Because turns out if for the last 10 years you keep having to recycle your entire leadership because every other person you hire is a predator, things don't go well. They're like in the double digits of predators they've had working on the team, and then it's revealed that the owner is also a predator. And then everyone's pulling out now, because as of right now, the Calamity mod has no music. And developers, for the most part. There's still some people left. Including the predator who owns it all. But like, they don't have any sounds or anything anymore. That's unfortunate. What do you mean that's unfortunate? There's predators. Get them out of here. I don't want them. I see little Cecilia is still joining us tonight. Littler Cecilia. Again, I have a reason. I have a reason to play a Calamity. wait. I have a reason to not play Calamity. God, that shit's so funny. It's so wild because they kept hiring. They kept having this exact issue where it's like, oh, someone high up on the mod team is Predator. Got and then they remove a bunch of content or whatever, and then it's like, when you do that after so many years of repeatedly doing that over and over again. Well, the leadership was the predator. Like, the guy who owns everything is the predator. Supreme. He's their leader. Anyway, is this not peak soul fashion? What do we like? Don't worry, we have already other we got a vest option also. It's a little more vibrant than before, so it's better. Yeah, some wild ass shit though, and it's hilarious that they're just getting rid of it. It's gone for good. Like that was their solution, is that it's just going away. Alright, have a wonderful good night or day. It was a pleasure to see you. Do not forget to like and or subscribe. And without further ado, I bid thee adieu. And time. How much would it cost to get gears in? This isn't a real stream idea, I don't think. I don't think this is a real stream idea, the play gears. I'm just seeing how expensive it is. Any of them. Okay, it seems there's only Gears 5. They officially published Dustin Elysian Tale. Fuck you. Okay, it appears only Gears 5 is on. What the fuck is this Steam library Microsoft has? Oh, having the Calamity Phantom Wiki. I'm glad you asked that because the Calamity community is doing something different. The Calamity community right now is up in arms, fighting as to who gets custody of what characters. And I think the penultimate one of these is I saw someone post a response to a really long thread of people like claiming characters with an edit of the fucking Indiana Jones thing where he's staring at the fucking Holy Grail, except or not the Holy Grail, he's staring at the thing. The gold thing that he replaces with the coins. Except the gold thing is replaced with the fucking Roomba. With the wolf from Roomba. Just everyone trying to claim all the boss characters, but I get the Roomba. I get the wolf from Roomba. And in the replies, in the replies, someone says, "As the owner of the ball, I grant thee the Roomba." What the crab guy? A wolf from Roomba. I want the water thing that never worked. I want the big weird water dinosaur that kind of just hovered. Because they didn't actually do it right. Anyway, though, since this whole YouTube monetization thing's going, I just spent a lot of money. So if you want to financially support Soul's art degree, go to the link in the description or something. I think. The link in the somewhere. Don't get the link. You don't need. There's only me. It's only me and you here. I wouldn't say get the link. There ain't nobody here. I think the solution to this bauble thing I'm having trouble with. I think what the solution's gonna be is just to have two different versions of this. Because I don't like it going over this. I don't like this. It doesn't look right. This is the same issue I had before. I just want to redo the bubble. What do we think of Half Shirt Solo? what do we think of... I don't know how to affectionately say this. Without coming off as, crop top. Is there a more elegant way to signify an uncouth radiance, or an unmediated complete overflow of bisexual energy that has hit this soul iteration? Especially with the rest of the outfit plans that have all been put into questioning after. Like, Jesus Christ, his legs are so fucking wide. At the very least, this somehow looks proportionate. I think it's just because the legs have so much width to it now. Like, all the way. Weirdly, it kind of works. I still been hit by bisexual radiation. I don't know. Let's see. I've been back though, because again, I just wanted to click through to see if Gears like 1 was on like Steam or something. The earliest game they have on here is Psychonauts, then Costume Quest, then The Cave, Brutal Legends, Missplosion Man, Dust and Elysian Tale, and then State of Decay. And then it just keeps getting worse. Like, it just keeps going down. Super Lucky's Tale. I didn't even know Recore was a Microsoft. Oh, don't worry, they got Gears of War Tactics on here. And Gears 5 for $4. Oh, Gears 1 Remastered for $40. See, we have to save all of the old father games for, like, all the Forza Horizons and the rest of the Halos and the Gears of War. We gotta save all that for when we release the Soul to counter the add even more confusion to the already confusing design choice of this character. We could play Planet Fishing. I forgot to redeem this for some of these games. You can tell a game is made for fathers when it's got like DLC scams. Fishing Planet is one of the most fucking popular MMOs ever. But it has like $70 cosmetic packs and it has like 1,000 of them. And it's all shit like the Gars and Glory pack. Spooky Fishing pack. The Kayak Adventure pack. The 4th of July, the Americana, the Revolutionary. The Tricky Treat. The Metalhead Motorboat. The Mighty Carp Tournament. The Bass Boat Explorer. The Krampus Catcher. The Hellfish Fighter. The Tamian Khan. $95 for DLC. There's nothing in Cronin kind of played. I don't know. Maybe. It's free. But the DLCs just, there's so many and they're so expensive. We could be like those people who like ask if they can beat Bethesda games in completely playable, viable ways that were intended that you play the game with. Like these people say, can I beat Oblivion as a vampire? Yes, they put that in the game. Yes, that is a completely intended way of playing the game. Can I beat Fishing Planet with all the DLCs? How much did it cost together, you said? Oh, there's Ultimate Fishing. That's different than Fishing Planet. One game to catch fish faster. All these fishing games. We haven't even gotten to Cabela's Big Game Hunter yet. That came with Wii accessories. Like the ongoing Cabela's series. These games just exist in a vacuum. Someone buys them and they keep getting made. By the way, Cabela's is the parent company of Bass Pro Shop. I don't know if that needs to be stated for non-Midwesterners. Ultimate Fishing. R! Simulator Japan DLC. It's funny they all have Japan DLCs. Although Fishing Planet has a Chinese DLC also. Fishing versus Fishing Japan. Fishing Planet. You know what game I was actually considering just because I wanted to play it again. So I guarantee I talked about this on stream, how I felt like I got scammed buying Ark because the download got so like ridiculous. The file size was fucking insane. It was like 300 on the store page. It said like 600. It said like 60 gigs, but on the download, it was downloading 300. I do want to play Ark. And the base game is cheaper than the all DLCs one. Which we don't even need the DLCs to use the DLC content. And I remember there were free maps that were hybrids of the DLC courses. And I think the reason the download was so high is because each DLC was like its own game. Was its own set of 60 gigs. I think that was some bullshit that it was doing. The Ultimate Fishing has Florida DLC. You need the DLCs to play the game. Buy the DLCs for money. No, I want to play the vaguely Viking themed bonus maps that had all the DLC content, but were Viking themed for some reason. Because like Ark had a storyline that each DLC map added another chapter to. Because the thing is, the DLCs were like complete reinventions of the whole game. It eventually became super like serialized, like a story game. But the expansion maps were more like survivally. And each one came out after the DLC, where it was like a tie-in almost. But they were all Viking themed. For some reason. They were the best. They were the best ones. You don't play the actual Ark DLC. You just play the expansion maps. Like Volgaro and Ragnarok. And there was one that was the best one. Because there was one that was aping Genesis, so it had different worlds. What is Ark even about? I don't fucking... It got crazy after a certain point. Story didn't make no goddamn sense after a while. I do know the entire soundtrack is done by Gareth Coker, And it's an arc is what Power World wanted to be, but way earlier in the timeline. Oh, Fjordur. That was the other one. It was Fjordur. Was Fjordur the good one? I don't think Fjordur was the good one. There was like the best one. Hold on, let me see. Crystal Isles was another one. It's like that. It wasn't Viking themed, so it sucked. The center was not bad. It was a big circle. The Volgaro was the fucking weird one. I think Fjordur was the good one. Fjordur was the one where it was way more Viking themed than all of the other ones. Or like, you want to see some, where they're like, you want to see some goofy shit? We're like, magic. I would like to play Arca because I've been recently watching a lot of like some long form playthroughs of different survival games from back in the day. One of them was 7 Days to Die, and that game is so fucking ugly. I was watching the Achievement Hunter permadeath playthrough of 7 Days to Die. That game is so fucking ugly. It would be fun to stream, especially if there had another person playing with me. That game is so fucking ugly. Also, speaking of games with crazy history, 7 Days to Die. Every game with 2 die are the same game as me. They're the same game to me. Yeah, 7 Days to Die is old though. 7 Days to Die is like from like earliest Steam type stuff. Like early Steam type game. Like, but there are currently 2 games, both built off of base code, both built off the same code, with the exact same name, premise, and models, called 7 Days to Die. It's just one of them is exclusively on Steam and one of them is exclusively on console. They are not a console and PC version of each other, though. They have different developer credits. However, they are so similar. Yet the PC version is the only one that still gets updates in the last decade. Dumb Ways to Die. How is Dumb Ways to Die is not this? Dumb Ways to Die is like a WarioWare game. What are you talking about? And it was in Fortnite. it's like a WarioWare game. It is Die in the title. You know, we could also play the Halo expansion of Gears of War 5, where they added Kat and Emil from Halo Reach with the original voice actors. How That's how they get in the Gears of War. Because Gears of War takes place on regular Earth with regular soldiers. Come on. The Terminator was there too sometimes. Only in 5. I like 5. 5 had fun multiplayer. Five multiplayer was a trip. With the fish. Yeah, Gears of War was regular dudes fight. Is like just a bunch of gruff dudes fighting demons, fighting bug demons. Any money right now though, I could go back to Gears 5 and do the fish trick. Here, as I keep clipping out of the top of the screen. Hold on. I could do the fish trick. What's the fish trick? In Gears 5, in some of the levels, you can hit secret object. You can hit like secret invisible objects in the world, and it will give you an unbreakable fish bat that kills everything. It's only in the story, though, which is the worst part. It's the betta fish. It's like Genshin, where it's just one long fish, and you just hit people with the long fish. So, you know how Steam, like, it will panel through different games? Like, it will panel through the images on a game. I still had selected the Arc Viking maps. And it just flips through the panels. Hold on, I can't replace Cecilia. I need to just show you what panel I went to go close Steam on. Seems like, hey, you want to see something cool? You want to see two you want to see two yellow Neanderthals staring at a Resident Evil corpse? Why did they skin him alive? I don't know, but why is he... How stupid this game looks. Durr. Fucking Neanderthal. Durr. Good. But his arm was a gun. No, he's got black armor on. Oh, I bet you I remember so much shit about this game that's like weird shit no one would ever care about. This game was big at some point. Snoop Dogg played it, I think. I think the big SD played it. There is also Arc Primitive Plus, which lets you remove all the technology, so you can't be a weird Neanderthal with a shotgun. I completely forgot about Arc Primitive Plus. I don't think anybody fucking uses Arc Primitive Plus. If you use Arc Primitive Plus, you're a bad person. You have no joy in your life. You would never see Gigi Marine off the space. I'm gonna question things anymore. Snoop Dogg streamed all the time. Not sensible space. It will never happen now that we won't ever get monetized. Now that we can't get monetized anymore, that'll never happen. It like something looks off. I don't care. I'm moving on. I get the chance of sending the soul cube into space. No. Apparently there's just some company that does that. Like how YouTube's like, stream is healthy. No, it's not. Get out of here. Returning it to its natural habitat. You think Gigi met Sana in space? That's gonna be the fucking Sana return streams that she was found. Maybe. What color is the big coat on this one? Let's do it like closer to the pants color, but not exactly. Maybe the name Nitric Monk? I don't know what that is. Welcome to Static. How's your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. I bet you're happy Calamity Bot is being discontinued forever. He's getting the fuck off and die treatment. No, order of Nitro. What the fuck is a Nitro? Someone's auto-generated username on Xbox. Hey, Bulkier Sphinx 93. Whoa, no thank you, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remix. Get out of here. Can't have you here. This ain't for you. Oh, thank God, instead of showing you music that I already have saved, it will instead show me AI-generated new releases. That's what I wanted to see. Because why would I ever want to see the things I've already clicked on before? Or playlists. Oh, cool! They removed my playlist. Oh, don't worry, we still have Brazilian funk generated playlist by YouTube. We don't have any of the stream music ones, but we do have that. We should feel honored. Where is any of the night playlists? Why is it all gone? What happened to them? I eated them. No, literally right at the top. You should listen to Has Been Hotel soundtrack. Like, I don't want to listen to that. You know how many more times I want to listen to Jesus Japaneses than Has Been Hotel soundtrack. Has Been Hotel remix soundtrack. Like, nope, that's not. I've been listening to Halo music for 3 days. What impression could you possibly have? I get Breaking Benjamin. I get a soundtrack that features the likes of Breaking Benjamin is not exactly perfect. It even fucks up my like my listen again. Like they generate a listen again loop. But even that's like, here's some shit you've never heard of in your listen again playlist. What do you mean you don't want to listen to the Girls Archive soundtrack? You already listened to it. The Return of Edith Finch soundtrack. Or What Remains of Edith Finch soundtrack. Don't you want to listen to that? I've never listened to that in my life, sir. Leave a listen again playlist. Is this listen again, but also stuff that's like the stuff you listen to, but what YouTube thinks the stuff you listen to is? Oh, don't worry. It's got Calamity soundtrack in here, so we can fucking have a eulogy. Oh, my favorite. What up? Was the Calamity soundtrack guy a Predator? No, he quit the project like a decade ago. Oh, good. he was also one of the first people to say you can no longer use any of my music. That's why I said Calamity Music for sure is gone, because that guy already fucking hates the Calamity team. I mean, I would too. Yeah, because so what his deal was that the fan base for Calamity Mod chased him off the internet. Old ass mod. Yeah, no. Old ass mod, young ass. Why? Oh, why did he get chased off the internet? So the soundtrack had a beta version that was went over by composer DM Docaro for the release of the mod. But the internet really liked the internet said that they liked the beta version more, and so they sent like pipe bombs to DM Docaro. And now DM Docaro, that exact same soundtrack is heralded as one of like the best indie soundtracks. Because it's really fucking good. Anyway, if you had to claim a character from the Calamity Bot, like the internet's doing, which character are we claiming? It can't be the wolf from Roomba. We gotta claim a character that hasn't already been taken. A minor character that hasn't already been taken. Claim the crab. I claim Wolfram Scrap. I claim the auto turrets from the rooms. I claim this. This is mine. I don't know what it is, but I want it. This is mine now. The Great Sand Shark. I played like 2 minutes of Calamity out of no characters. I played a lot of Calamity out of characters. I never finished the mod. It's so fucking long for no reason. There was no reason. No reason. You could claim Cygnus. You could claim the burnt chicken nugget ass dragon that they made that one time. You can claim the nuclear terror, a big weird spider. Love secret. Is there a Google sheet for who gets to have custody over which character? No, it's every man for themselves. It's like purge rules. First come, first serve custody battle. Yeah, there are a lot of characters in Calamity. I don't think any of this will hold up in court. If that's the other, if that was the follow-up question, I don't think any of this will hold up in court. I think it's hilarious though that the everyone's favorite streamer, XQC, just offered the put a bid on the IP and then just give it back to the other developers, and they said no. They said fuck off. They told them to fuck off. Welcome in videos, United and Go. It's a pleasure to see you. I would do the same. Speaking of everyone's favorite streamers, out of principle, I'm refusing to watch the new documentary on a certain really popular for some reason creator who will never ever see the inside of a jail cell because that people are content greedy and depraved assholes. There's an EDP 445 documentary that is partially produced by him. That is basically a victory lap about how he will never see the inside of a jail cell. Getting every single person possible involved with it. Just to say who's laughing now. Openly admitting to all of his crime, to all of the things he was caught for. Can we throw him in jail? Nope. Because the people who caught him for his predator behavior, the people who caught him decided to, instead of getting any sort of legal action taken, to just do some content instead. So now the entire case got to be thrown out. And you can't be tried for the same thing twice. So now he's basically just doing a victory lap going, yeah, I did that. Getting a face-to-face with Chris Hansen of To Catch a Predator. Just to be like, what are you gonna do? Where Chris Hansen just breaks down how, once again, because he does it a lot, he breaks down how YouTube predator catchers are the bane of the court's existence. Nope. Nothing can happen. I think it would be justified. Chris Hansen would actually be the one to be charged for that. And be it fully, this is where we're at right now. I love the legal system. Well, the legal system is working as intended. It's the people who, again, there was one group who are responsible for the fact that he'll never see the inside of a jail cell because they made it so. They fucking that what's his name? Like the J something. The guy who pretends to be Chris Hansen but isn't, not by a long shot. What the hell's his name? He was at Youmacon one year. And was stumbling his way through trying to talk to security, who then just let the guy go because they didn't know what was going on. Like, this is repeated issues that these people just, like, try to be Hansen and then just let it go. Like, get it, and then just get all these cases thrown out. Because they'll just show up, they'll kick the shit out of the guy or something. That gets the case thrown out immediately, is that they beat up the guy. They attack the guy in any way. If there's no police there, they can just walk away. And then use the footage as evidence of, like, defaming and, like, that it was set up for views kind of thing. Like, you can... Skeeter Jean, that's who it was. That's one of the guys who let this whole thing get away. I can't think of a worse username. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. And then to be the guy who lets one of the worst people ever. I saw a clip of like some of the, and like the whole thing is a joke. Like they get testimonies from other content creators, and the ones that aren't, like, because it's like because like testimonies from like commentary people like Moist Critical and all that, who are just like or just like their whole segment is just telling the producers, like, stop platforming this guy, he needs to go to jail or die. Like, none of these people are having it. And then they got some fucking testimony. They got a testimony from Chris Chan. Like, it's like just a bit. Like, the whole thing's just a victory lap of just random nonsense. Alright, what's some good things that are happening? I have no idea. Thanks. Ain't that the I'm very happy that the even after the patch is long over, the Angels of Delusion YouTube channel and like social media accounts still post in character a lot. Just recently there were 2 little short animations from like presumably taking place during the summer event. that are framed as Suna filming basically a TikTok. Arya and Nangwang doing the little angels dance. But then having Remiel show up. Or Remiel show up. And then having Arya be super... And then having Arya and Remiel doing the little angels dance. And also getting more dialogue together. Which is what I live for. I live for weird character interactions. I just can't help but find it's hilarious that, of seeing Remiel and Arya together. Because they show Arya getting, like, all excited. But, like, imagine how would you feel if the bigger, cooler version of yourself just started talking to you? How would you feel? If you were just hanging out on the beach filming things with your buddies, and then the bigger, taller version's like, oh, look at a small me. Oh, look, little me. It's the official Tumblr account. I know she has one. It doesn't happen. It's never gonna happen. It's like Blue Sky, where it's exclusively for stupid Americans. Ain't nobody not using anything but XD every day yet. Chief knows what Tumblr is. It's like Internet, where it's like they got a goofy name. It's a goofy named extra Tumblr. Breaking news. Suna has found a Mino. Where fandoms collide. Hey Chad, who's using Amino with me? Come on. I'm gonna use this. I use the Solace Capricornus Andromeda Amino. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Is this the music from I think this is the music from when one of the big chat follow me on MySpace. I have a MySpace account. I don't remember the password, but I have one. Wait, so you can follow me. I don't think MySpace exists anymore. I think it's just a news platform now. I was about to say, I think this is the music from the part of from Halo 3's marketing. I don't even think this is music from Halo 3. This part might be, but the thing that was just before that, I think it was from the marketing. So something that was always super cool with Halo was the way some of their games are marketed. I think 3 was the most wild one, where it was multiple live action shorts. Full, like, action scenes. They did a lot of, like, it was called like the Believe campaign, I think. The advertisement thing, where they basically made a whole bunch of like in-universe like veteran documentaries about the Master Chief and how he disappeared at the end of the war, presumed dead. God, was it so fucking cool. the entire Malid campaign was fucking crazy. It's like they made actual props for all this stuff. They like did all these crazy animations. And it was all like in-universe part of a documentary. Like they had some really fucking good old people actors to play shaken veterans. I think it was one of the things they got. It was like, dog, I think this old man's trembling for real, holding his needler. Holding his prop needler. But we're in Brooklyn Nines. How was your night, David, going? It's a pleasure to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. God, Believe was such a fucking cool. It's where the claymation Master Chief came from. To see this kind of super trailer reveal trailer was the best CGI 2015 made Fire Sprite by a car. Then you gotta watch the Skylanders trailers where they made it a toy store where the whole game canonically takes place in like a Walmart kiosk. There's Hall of Oats song stuck in. What the hell is Hall of Oats? Oh, they're banned from the 80s. Oh, I get it. I see. Let me just dump it. It's dumb. It's a dumb bit. just It's rarely one of them. I wouldn't want to be caught listing the Hall of Oats either. Don't worry. The hall full of oats. Yeah, come on. The most popular song is Man Eater. That's what they used to call me. That'd be used with the Nelly Furtado one. Jesus Christ. They used to call me the man-eater Mildred. Maybe at some point in one of these streams, we need to watch some of the Believe trailers. We can watch Claymation Soul. Or Claymation Master Chief, not Claymation Soul. If only there was Claymation Soul. So you have fun being a fashion designer. But all I'm saying is the fashion's already the fashion's already designed. For all this. Yeah, I love the big coat. Yeah, I gotta keep the big coat. There's been irradiation by bisexual radiation. This is the look we're pivoting towards, but something about it. Something about it has a different energy than the regular soul. I did not see radiation. I never said a Geiger counter had to be involved. But I like that phrasing. Maybe it should. Yeah, that's a vibe. Yeah, it's certainly different than the other one. Also, leg cuffs now, so it doesn't just end. But also it ends way above, because now we have goat legs. For once in Still's life, he has goat legs. Instead of this. Looks like a gay pirate. It looks like a gay pirate. Hoshu Madding Desu. Hoshu Madding. Dencho. Gangly as fuck legs. How dare you? They're less gangly this time. They're whiter. Is Noozle the same height as current soul? More or less. The last thing the soul can do is stand up straight, so it ends up being about the same, I think. Because this Like, there are bits that are a little bit shorter, but it all, like, evens out, sort of. Maybe. Do you think I need to make this more, like, flat? Ah. We just make the mouth more predominant. me when I had to do things. Grr. You might want to catch up as well. Yes. Doing things is hard. I agree. The Kanade shirt. Kanade. Here's the image I was looking for from the Believe trailer. Get this fucking I just love this diorama. I just really like this diorama. And this guy who's very blurry. This very blurry man doing an arm wiggle. Again, we've been doing a lot of Halo streams. This is the way Warhammer feels like. No, Warhammer's much lamer. Warhammer's very much a flat table with L-shaped tactical terrain. And flat terrain. Practical effects is finest. Oh yeah, the whole thing. The entire campaign is we were just talking about it before you got here. Is the entire campaign. The entire marketing campaign was in live action, and it started with this, like, just spin around this diorama. And then that plays into the next couple trailers, which are all interviews with, like, fake interviews with fake veterans that take place after the game. And, like, the old men in those look genuinely shaky. I don't know how they did it. But, like, there's some real old guys in those trailers who look really shaky. Like, there's a guy who's really upset holding a needler. Trying to explain to the camera the needler without fucking losing it. And he looks like he might stab the cameraman like this. He might tactical stab the cameraman for showing him the needler. Not only that, the diorama recreates a real place in the desert. Which they also filmed at for the trailers. Including the live action one. Where they're the live action firefight. Where they hired giant guys to be in brute costumes. And practical effect explode cars. Not unlike the Halo TV series' 2001 Chevy Tahoe that was on Mars or some shit. I remember what car it was. I don't remember what planet it was on because that show was really, really fucking bad. It's a really bad TV series, but... Did have a Tahoe in it. We can really be all that mad. Let's bring a cheap Wrangler to this Covenant ship. What you're describing is Halo Reach. Bring everyone to my team. I'm sending you the rendezvous. I'm sending you the rendezvous coordinates now. We need to get to Halsey's Impala. Stream lagging for anyone else. It's been rough all day. I don't know what it is. Because I've tried switching everything around. It might just be YouTube. We started the stream talking about how YouTube sucks now. Like my bit rate's fine. Nothing's connected to this network. It says the stream is running perfectly on YouTube's little sidebar. Also, it says we're running a healthy stream, but we don't even have 10 views yet, so. Healthy stream my ass. I was ready to fuck you. Whoa. I'm out. Maybe not the best week to try playing a dinosaur survival horror game. Maybe it's not the best week for it. Granted, no week. Now that I know that we don't have to. Now that I know we don't have a goal to strive for anymore for streaming. Who knows what we could do? Now that the goal has been violently ripped from our hands. Does Ark have Amalacrus? I know they have Trilobite, but I don't know how far down the spectrum we go. Amalacrus might be a little too far. But it's big Trilobite, though. I know it's not even close to being the same, but imagine it. Imagine a fucked up, scary plesiosaur. Yeah, the number one source of oil in Ark is the beat up giant trilobites. They're awesome. They also fucking... I don't know if the physics were broken and they just never fixed it in the entirety of the game's lifespan, but if you hit them, they fucking fly. They soar. These motherfuckers... I guess because they're supposed to be underwater where there's less friction. I guess. I don't know how it works. There's less like surface friction. I don't fucking know, but they go fucking flying. It's got unfrozen. Trilobite is back. I was talking about how this week I was maybe thinking about what we could do. Because I've been really wanting to play. I've just been getting the itch to play Ark again. Because I haven't played it in years. I haven't played it since I was like in the middle of high school. But it's a survival, kinda horror-ish dinosaur game. Where you can tame dinosaurs, build houses and shit, and find giant spiders to be scared of. Amalacrus is actually an Ark. What is it? Does it have a DLC listed? Or did it have like a mod listed? I think this might be a mod. I don't think this fucker is in it. Yeah, it's in the mod Additions Ascended, so you have to be playing the Unreal 5 version of Ark. Too. Other Triceratops. Oh, yeah, that's like the baseline. That's like the baseline. The soundtrack's also done by the Ori composer, which is why I love it so much. Don't worry, there are some official creatures in the game that are also very cool, like the Shinehorn. Because there's also some fantasy elements, you know. We'd be playing the Viking map that are inexplicably Viking themed. They're. I don't know what the Shinehorn's in it, but I know you could spawn one in. It's the Shinehorn. Can you see why I like them? They're not my favorite creature in the game. I like all the fantasy weird creatures. that are in the game. Because they're awesome. Yeah, they were like one of the Triceratops or one of the common guys you could find. Pokemon 14 Peasants, how is your entertainment going? It is a pleasure to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lord Gnathus. Alright, 14 Peasants, you can weigh in on the conversation. What do we think about streaming Ark Survival Evolved? I'm trying to justify purchasing this game. Because I really wanted to play it again. Yeah, I remember there was a DLC that I had on the console version called Aberration, which was entirely caves. It was just one fucking weird deep cave that was like full of radiation. And you had to survive in the cave with the radiation. Kind of bad as far as base building survival games goes. Okay, it's not worse than 7 Days to Die, though. I liked it more than Power. You have to kill the animals. Sometimes you can. Other times you can keep them as pets. For war. And sometimes they can ride on your shoulders. Like Valheim exists. Okay, but Valheim was a launch title for Amazon Luna. Unless I'm thinking of a completely different game. Also, other dinosaurs can eat your dinosaurs. Look, I like the taming of dinosaurs. This game is old. That's how you know I like it. What the fuck's the glowtail? Hold on. Where are you from? What the fuck's a glowtail? What is this thing? Why does he have little wings? He's got little gliding wings. You throw him like a dart. I bet you can, because you can throw creatures in Ark. There are a couple shoulder creatures made for PvP that you could throw. I distinctly remember playing on a private server with family members and throwing there's like these little screambly bastards who could steal shit from your pockets. You can just throw these little fucking... You could throw these little fucking baby stealing things at people. It just robs all their shit. Oh. Oh my god. Ark had one of my favorite PvP things of all time. And it was... You could control... So, in Ark, when you're offline, your character just goes unconscious. Like, it'll put your character in a state of unconsciousness, which is the same as if you, like, eat a trank dart or something. There was a creature that lets you control people's unconscious bodies. That they added, like in one of the later expansions. I vaguely remember this. Because I don't think it was in the game long enough for me to see what it was, for me to actually use it. Or at least dick around with whatever it was. But they added, like, some space stuff at one point. And I think that was part of the space stuff. Was a little fucking mind control goblin. That's they added a little fucking dude. Of course, there was a meta game in Ark, so he was fucking worthless. Because why do you need a body if you can create an army of dragons and fucking super mutant T-Rexes? Oh, there was a bard guide too. I remember. God damn, I fucking miss Ark. I haven't played Ark since I've been like in high school. It's been a long time. Go my Triceratops blast. And again, the music by my favorite composer ever. A Bard in Dinosaur Land. Yeah, it's called like the we all had stupid names for him because we could never remember what the actual name was. Because I remember it was me and then like aunt, uncle, and cousins. We'd all play, possibly Soul Younger. So lesser. I think 4-year-old would have loved this game. Oh yeah, it was fucking dinosaurs and flintlocks and boats and shit. I'm just scrolling down a list of the journal entries now. There is otters too that you wear for warmth. Like in the mountain regions, you can use otters to survive. But it's a big otter. You could strap a jet engine to a pterodactyl. I remember that because it was pteranodons. But pteranodons are like the base game flyers and like dead ass pterodactyls came way later, but their saddle had jet engines to make them play differently. Are the otters still alive? Yeah, you could throw the otter. Like the otter rides on your shoulders and it provides because it's a big otter. You don't kill the otter. No. If you want them to help you, you can't kill them. I remember there's one of the fantasy creatures I fucking loved. It was a weird big lizard, but if you fed it like coal, that would be a furnace. You could mount a tank cannon to its back that you could ride in. There was a dinosaur when they added when they went super deep in the sci-fi shit. You could add a fucking warp drive to a whale. You could add a fucking 40k ass big warp drive to a whale. It was so goddamn funny. It was so funny looking because none of the maps could support the fucking warp drive that they made. And in my whale to the warp. Yeah, you literally fucking slap a warp drive on a whale. Oh god, it was so funny. Not even because it did anything helpful, it was just ridiculous looking. Beat me up, Scotty. Yeah, I believe they got so lazy that they were just called space whales. Because there were subspecies depending on which DLC you were playing. Like, in Aberration, every creature glowed. And then in Genesis, all the creatures were mutants. So they had fucking crazy colors. But there was one DLC specifically where you're on like a halo ring, basically. Like a little halo ring. And you could keep on jumping out from like it's like a fake like plains environments that you could jump out to space sometimes and find like meteor environments. There is also Dire Bear. There's a new Space Engineers like Iconic. There's that new Space Engineer. I did not like Space Engineers. To be fair, they should never have stolen that game on console. That game is not... They should not have done that. I think it's an acid trip. Hold on. Hold on, I can show the screen. I can share with the class my... There wasn't anything to do with RAM, I guess. Yeah, it was very menu... It was like a Paradox game, almost. But it somehow had less flair. It's like a game you'd watch a streamer play if it was a bunch of guys together. It's like a WPE game. Where it's like a bunch of guys where like at least 4 of them are knowledgeable on the game and super fucking aerospace nerds. So it looks fun because they immediately know what they're doing. Yeah, it was very much like a software. Anyway, here's the journal entries and also the One Piece. Be sponsored by Never. No, you would not see a VTuber sponsored by Space Engineer. This is for shit like the channels. So it's like for Arma channels to play. It's Arma channel bait to add variety. Spotted. Otter has been spotted. Oh, Jira. I remember the Jiraboa. I forgot what it did. There's the otter. Yeah, also, the colors are randomized and you can change them. Please say there's weird little bugs. Oh, you know there's weird little bugs. Oh, Bulldog. I forgot about Bulldog. Bloodstalker. Jellyfish. No, this was my favorite fucker ever. Hold on, show me him. He's got a shovel head. Was that a coelacanth? Yeah. The regular fish are coelacanths. Shovel dude. I loved him. You get out of the Diplocaulus. He's the shovel bit. Look at his eyes. Look at And they all have journal entries too. Because I think their whole thing was that they were water creatures you could ride. However, they also stored oxygen in their face. Collar. Thumbs up. Temperament. Skittish. Preferred kibble. Simple kibble. Carryable by. Oh yeah, I forgot you could like carry shit and build stuff on bigger dinosaurs. Oh my god, this game is so fucking cool. back in 2016, this game was the shit. The glow bug. I know there's leeches too, but I don't know if you could tame them. Oh dear fucking Christ, the leeches. I don't remember him. A lamprey. The King Titan. A beaver. Where's that fucking thing you can tame right in the beginning that's super easy? Oh, the snail. Readable. Readable. The thumbs ups. Waiter, show me that weird little bug. So Ark had some fucking scary bits, because there'll be a cave, you won't see it, and then the shit will jump out and grab you. And then, like, it puts you in a weird third-person perspective of your character getting grabbed and mauled to death, and all your shit dies, because they don't know what to do with that. They're like Tyranids. Or they just start swarming shit and don't know what to do. Oh, the jug bug! It carries liquids. It has a sound. Lampreys look like stupid little fish. How dare you? Lampreys have no weaknesses. They're electric would levitate. The jug bug. Oh, there's a diagram of what to do with a jug bug. Oh, the thorny dragon was great. Is it the unicorn? Is that a map of Utah? Yeah, it was a scorched earth. Here, hold on. Let's see if we can get some of that Gareth Coker. Is a unicorn? Yeah, there's a 1 in 1 billion. There's like a super rare chance that a horse is replaced with a unicorn. There's the giant squids. I remember those ones are fucking hard to get. The big squid. This dodo. This is the Zom dodo for Halloween sometimes. There's the Reaper King, which are basically alien. I remember they're also from the cave one, where like in the super deep caves, you have to let it stab you, and then you have to let it kill you, I think. Or let the baby eat you or something. There's Turtle House. Turtle House. See, there's a Neanderthalic gorilla man and his wife on top of the turtle house. I also like the vampire squid for the reason that it's what that it's got the Ina ears. Ina. Oh, there's the Manta. I knew they were in the game. I knew they were somewhere. I remember them because they suck. They stab you with tranq darts. You can also ride them. Like this illustration. This game is tough if you're stupid. Instead of ink, they screw with basically oceanic glitter. Is among the deadliest of the small ocean mounts. Tries to value striking power over speed underscore often speed underscore. Okay, no, hold on. No, this is the eye from the next thing. Hold on. Tries to value striking power over speed. We give our school some manta the ride. Oh god, a horde of manta. Go, white mantalings. Their full scientific name is Manta Squid from Hell. That from hell. What the hell is this? The giant bee. Oh, I remember the bee. I didn't know you could tame the bee. Can you tame the bee? I forgot there was fucking robots. What is this? The hell is that? The fuck is this crab thing? Ew. Oh, I remember this thing. I remember this. It can grab you underwater, I think. The kangaroo. The bunny? What the fuck's the bunny Ovi? I don't think it means anything to me. You can be you could be the fucking millipede. Show me the other image. That's the Steam logo. Yeah, gay millipede. That's for riding a manta. I feel like on a dolphin. Be a compy. Coelacanth. The Dimorphodon. Oh, I think this is the fucker that steals things from you. The Morphodons are cute. I think they're like little scouty guys. I don't know, they all did they all did their own things. Chad, can you tell my favorite animal is? Time. I go Mastax. Look at this little fucking thing. Got 3 on the leash thing. Ooh, it's got a variant, the eerie Pegomastax. What's the difference? What makes him eerie? This is the same page. It just took me to the same page. What makes him eerie? Oh, the giant bat. I think the... Here, look at one more before we get back to whatever we were doing. You gotta look at this fucking thing. Look at his weird face. His face looks like that for some reason. Oh, it's Stegosaurus. Shout out Stegosaurus. All I know is I'm terrified of ours, but I picked an underwater ride. I'm thinking whatever's least likely to drown me or eat me. Teeth all wrong. His face is weird. Love the giant bat. The giant bat. See, what's good about this dude is not only can he go underwater, you could build a water house. But they do kind of, I was about to say that I don't think that's what they look like, but they do kind of look like that. Yeah, he looks weird, don't he? I don't think he's supposed to do, I think he's supposed to be that. Also, what is this image? What is this little extra image where it's got a whole bunch of these fucking things running alongside him? These weird seahorses. Oh, they could just be big seahorses. This game takes liberties with size, clearly. Despite there being raptor and mini raptor. The mini raptor. He's mini. A mini raptor. Thank you, Plesiosaur. Thank you, Warframe. Paradox Warframe. You can see what islands he's on. What the fuck do you mean he's not on he's not in the cool fucking awesome one. Show me the what he's not in the cool map. God damn it. Ah, fuck you. Schrodinger's Warframe. Is the mini raptor like purse sized? Yeah, basically. The mini raptor is lore accurate. Well, the big raptor's Jurassic Park accurate. That's the best way to describe it. Mini raptor isn't real. Mini raptor is just what a regular raptor is. Or a regular raptor was. What the fuck do you mean microraptors are real? Are you serious? I just assumed that Microraptor was a joke character that was supposed to be a lore accurate raptor. Protobird, yeah. Its gimmick is that it can fly in Ark, or it can glide. But you can't ride it, but it's another throwable dinosaur. Because I remember, because I believe the gimmick is that it's the fastest one in the game. Mostly on the fact it has little chicken wings that it can use for speed. But it's the fastest throwable creature. It's the fastest creature to Pokemon out. Don't throw the babies, but you must throw the babies. Some of them pilfer. Some of them pilfer. I will throw him at your storage boxes, and he will take all of your things. The Utah Raptor? The fuck's the Utah Raptor? You making this shit up? Mute on the Utah Raptor. Microraptor's about the size of a seagull. Yeah, that sounds about right. Bastard. Then Ark. I like when Ark started with just dinosaurs, but then just hard pivoted to being about fucking robots and Godzilla and shit. And then being about Vin Diesel. Genuinely, Ark 2 was supposed to star Vin Diesel. And there's a reason this game nor the animated series ever got made. They did make Minecraft, though. Utah reals are raptors are real, and you'll never guess where they found their fossils. They found them in Illinois. You ever just try to stretch, but then like it never gets to that point of like satisfaction, like you feel stretched. It just makes you more tense. Like every stretch is a gamble. Like, it could either count as a stretch or count as an addition to need to stretch later. Never gets within the Albertosaurus. Yeah, YouTube is fucking crazy right now. This is definitely YouTube that's having all these fucking problems. Jesus Christ, YouTube chat. Lock the fuck in. Why is it chugging along so slow? I don't believe you when you say stream is running healthily. Do all the messages sent at once because YouTube's a bastard service. By the time I don't bring up my old ballet warm-ups every week, its entire body feels like an old band. There's unsuccessful stretching. And then there's also, I don't even know what it is, but it feels like I'm drowning all the time. And I know I'm not forgetting to breathe. This might just be a me issue rather than a shared issue. But like at night, every time I get on this, I'm like, I'm starting to do my thing, and I'm like, why does everything feel weird now? Am I dying? Am I drowning? There's no water nearby. I've heard of drowning in a mini golf course, though. There's no water there either. Interesting, I said mouse. Sorry, it's my bad. Might be. Sorry, might be. Here's the sheer quantity of fossils in Alberta. Does not comes to mind every time I think of the province. Do you think of candid jokes about the name Alberta? Is that the first thing? The RULZ Museum as a kid. See, I end up having the only museum I can remember is the one I keep having to go to every time. Every time I need to write a final paper. They make you take pictures of your ticket to go to the same one over and over again. I don't think you're meant to take all the classes back to back, but you know what? The place with the most Cambrian fossils are the Port of Alberta and British Columbia. Rednecks mostly. Alberta's the Texas of Canada. Just seeing Alberta waving a Confederate flag is kind of like seeing a fossil. What even are they fighting for? Oh, you ain't even playing the right game. This is probably the best comparison. Who wants to see people? They go with to look at weird rocks in British Columbia. Bring hockey jerseys to a baseball game. I don't think you could be further from the American South than Alberta. What are we doing? Dog, that ain't even the right controller you got in your hand. What's going on? Are you good? The spirit, in spirit, they're very similar, fairly similar. Let me just throw out my favorite fun fact one more time. The golden age of the annoying orange lasted twice as long as the Confederacy. The duration of the Fred movies coming out also lasted longer. Of production, the finality of the Fred trilogy. Let me just throw that one back out there. Makes this but bigger and colder. Makes this but their power grid doesn't go out the second snow touches it. Second a snowflake touches their power grid, it doesn't explode. Yeah, see, we just keep making the arms and stuff disappear for each of the clothes. We no longer have to do the thing where we just have giant puffy clothes every time. Even though I think I've done a pretty good job of hiding it. I don't even have to do it anymore. You have skinny armed soul in all outfits now. What a guy. Oh, and everything is negative 200 degrees C in Canada. Yeah, well, that's what the C stands for. Canada. It gets pretty hot and muggy during the summer. Alberta. Being roast during the summer, 2 modes. Yeah, I feel that. I'm not a fan of this heat. Congested me, so. However, it will also become violently freezing fairly soon. Two moods, cold and Satan's armpit. There's something I want to try to add to this coat while I'm working on it. I'm trying to get the vision here. Turn off all that. Let me sort out these layers. You know what would also... Here, hold on. Boop, boop. Boop. This is what I'm kind of envisioning. We can add an extra layer. That's... Okay, it's too big. My demonstration's too big. Just to add an extra little bit of flavor, we can do a strap in the middle that'll break off. So this could be a second, like, tone. Just to, like, have a smoother transition. And we can have this be the sole bit. And, like, do, like, a coat belt buckle type thing. Have this be, like, that also that similar, like, have this be super starry patterned. Basically, I feel like this is just kind of sitting here. 6 likes to be sent so low, Berta. We'll never be able to hit that goal. You know what channel you're on? That goal has been out of years. And now forevermore. Thanks, YouTube. I want to go to an Oilers. What the fuck's an Oilers game? No, I don't want to go to an Oilers game. I'm a Motor City fan, motherfucker. You don't come at me with some goddamn Oilers. Get out of here. This cringe got him. You just watch where I become human. Salt Lake City. Is great. Ours is better and saltier. Will you watch hockey at all? Not at all. Not in the slightest. the most famous Mormon isn't their founder. Well, I mean, that might be deliberately so, because if you knew about the founder, you wouldn't believe in their religion. You wouldn't believe in Mormonism if you knew the founder at all. Remember, only he can see the spirits that never lie, and he can write down all of their answers for you to see. From the book that only he can read. Yeah, Mrs. Browning. Oh, Browning, I see. Oh, that makes sense. Oh. Oh. Yeah, it's like, name is on the 50 cal. Look, it ain't what it used to be. Look, that can't be my goat. Look, you'll never beat my goat Caltech filming marketing trailers with ODST cosplayers. If you can't drink, if you're more, real people's fine. It's coffee you can't drink. Yeah, he came up with all that shit, caffeine sober. The shotgun the Terminator uses. You can drink anything other than soda in the state. I guess it means he's also supposed to be Winchester House. He invented the pump action because he thought Winchester was kind of silly for sticking to the lever action gimmick and wanted to prove it. That it was better. Look, for as much as he wanted to prove it was better, nothing beats the weird lever action spin that you see in media sometimes, where the gun points at you for like a solid half the spin as you're reloading, as you're fucking reloading, as you're like loading around into it. Just pointed at you. The Colt 1911. He invented the Colt 1911. The most gun to ever gun. Fun fact, the 1911 is the cannon. It was originally the cannon stubber in Warhammer. They were so confident that the 1911 would survive to the 41st millennia that this stubber, what the initial stub gun was the 1911. Which, in fairness, it's been around since the year 1911, and nothing has ever been better. And no sidearm has ever surpassed its, like, notoriety. Like, nothing will ever top it. This mean Utah's in Warhammer. The hit power is just kind of better. More people would use it. Okay, but then it wouldn't be in the 1911. Jesus Christ, the amount of wars the 1911 has seen. You never really quantify what service handguns since the year 1911 mean. Well, not anymore, I don't think. Is the Glock 18 our service weapon now? Or is it still the 1911? There's the Glock 19. I don't fucking know. Not the 1911, so I don't care. Glock is stupid. I do not care for them. CP 320. Okay. My gun knowledge is not very good, so I had no idea how long the... I know it wasn't until, like, weirdly recently, though, the 19 was phased out. Like, more recently than you would expect for 1911. Oh, the Beretta, okay. Yeah, 1985. This handgun lasted in service longer than, like, the average, like, the fucking average lifespans of Americans in 1911. Yeah, I barely know any. I've only picked up stuff from Psycho Country Pals. Which just basically never get used. Incentivized to replace them. that matters is that you can hold it. You can hold it and it fires. And it stays out, it stays in its lane. 1911 is it? Yeah, it's from 1911. Of course it's not going to be lightweight. I imagine this shit was like a brick of lead. Please. A thunderous rock. Just the, like the big, it's just the fuck you cannon. Me when I'm googling Hochimashi Sumisei. I just want to see her what her waist ribbon looks like. Just to see how it's on the side on the actual model. This is one of the worst swords. Oh yeah, I mean, I never said it was good. Saying it's the GOAT doesn't necessarily mean it was an effective weapon. As we kind of fire on, it's just kind of fire on its own sometimes. It just, you just tear open your leg, you know. If you squeeze from the side and fire, Jesus. Easy for the bar, to squeeze the bar. Well, if it just went off at random, I imagine pretty easy. E38 quite decently affordable and sometimes made in Germany. It was the mechanical base. Yes, that in the 80s. I don't like this look as a fucking hanging thing. I'll still keep the break for the color change, but I don't know what I'm gonna do about any of this. I could just do something like this that like goes over the side, maybe? Holy shit, Angels of Delusion is streaming right now. Nope, they just made a video. Oh shit. No, hold on. Everybody shut up. Holy shit, I got my 20 tickets. The Angels of Delusion thing is not this. This is not the Angels of Delusion thing. This is a different thing. This is Tobert Fox concert, Detroit, Michigan. Tobert Fox concert. The Undertale Symphony. Why is Tobert going there? He is not finishing chapter. He's not finishing chapter 6. By the way, they said that's coming out next year. Me when I'm playing chapter 7 in 2050. What I'm gonna do in this moment is totally go grab some more water and not buying tickets to Tobert Fox time. You know. God, I love how slow it loads. This file size is giant, by the way. It's coming to Utah? Shit. Chapter's never getting done. Get back in action. Like the goddamn Looney Tunes. My favorite movie. My favorite movie. Oh, believes only. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Well, we can sidebar for 11 minutes. Yeah, what do we what do we think? We talked about Halo 3 Believe. Do we want to watch Halo 3 Believe? At least the diorama bit. Watch the Delusion video. Sure. we can pivot we can pivot again. Let's see. I'm alive. Yeah, there we go. Angels of Delusion _ official. They also have 100k subscribers. We dream an angel. Yang Wang. Their VTuber stream is peak. Their a fun little VTuber stream is peak. Alright.
Would it be alright if I joined too? You wanna join us? Of course!
Did they make these official little animations also? You are a combat drone. Her little dance when she sees Ray. Again, imagine you but bigger and better. Walks up to you and goes, "Hey, can I join you? Hey, you guys look like you're having a good time." And then Suna chimes in. You're not the girl, Aria. She sounds so weird. Like, you know, in hindsight, after watching all the parody clips, she sounds so goofy. Are you the girl? Oh, Aria. Again, official animations for the game's episode 0. The parody clip is just how she sounds. She basically sounds like that. Oh. Is there... Oh god, it's... Oh dear god. Angel's Guide. Look at the thumbnail. We got blurriness. They replaced Arya. They fired Arya from Angels of Delusion to replace her with Big Arya. And they want to use Daily Challenge. It's dancing is seriously, like seriously, so hard. You gotta give Garrett Day blessing for the Angels of Delusion. How'd you put a stutter in your YouTube? Suna can only type in stutters. It's like dyslexia. It's like written dyslexia, but just written stutter. Oh yeah. Hashtag Nangwong you. It's 8 days ago. You want to put me hashtag my own name? All right, let's see. Is this the... Okay, I think this is what I want. The last melon. Oh, death was never enemy of our... Oh, death was never enemy of ours. We laughed, knowing that better men would come in greater wars. And each proud fighter brags he wars on death. For lives, not men. A flag.
Nations have always built monuments to their heroes. Tributes that are defense against or conquest of other nations. But the monument here doesn't favor one nation over another. It is the first of its kind to commemorate the enduring survival of a species. Our species.
Today on National Geographic.
It commemorates the man who gave the world faith, who gave humanity a future, who made mankind believe again. Master Chief Petty Officer John 117.
Wait, what do you mean 117? His name wasn't 11. It wasn't 117.
So it's no surprise that the piece itself is special. Begun 3 years ago in 2607, the monument is a diorama built entirely by hand. It is a three-dimensional snapshot of the battlefield and the soldiers who took to it that day.
Wait, where's the cool trailer?
Attention to detail and authenticity. Only the men and women who were there.
Oh, this isn't it.
Today, we go behind the scenes to see its creation.
Oh, it's just behind the scenes.
To ensure historical accuracy, the boot camp induction scans of every Marine. Rated M for mature.
Here's the actual Believe trailer. Only 1 minute. It doesn't have the shaken up old guys, but it does have piano music. They just grab health packs. Are they stupid? No, you don't understand. There wasn't any health packs in Halo 3. It wasn't any health. You just had shields. I love that. That diorama is so fucking cool.
You ever wonder what's up there?
There's one with the kids.
Maybe someone up there.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Here.
Looking at you with that shiny eyes.
Do you think we'll ever meet them? I hope so. Don't you? Do you think we'll ever meet them?
You're moving like this for Halo 3. I think they're children there after the fact, because this whole thing was about how did Master Chief die? Because they All these, because all this whole thing was selling you on that Master Chief was dead. Like, all these trailers were just, like, Master Chief is absolutely 100% dead. This is the live action one. Maybe. Oh, yeah, no, it is. They're building the car. Looks more like a Puma to me. Looks so fucking stupid. They made a whole series like this. There's a real series that they made that looks like this. And well, it looks like the Flash season 6. Well, it does look like the Flash season 6. It is much better than the actual Halo show on Paramount. These look at military ads. I mean, at this point, a lot of these games were military ads. Call of Duty is still military ads. The fucking brutes look so stupid. Looks like a rocket jump skit. Bingo! Knew it, I can't hold my head still. Package infantry. The fucking putting the car down. By the way, this Jeep is real. Thank God the Jeep is. Thank God the big dropping helicopter dropped off the Jeep so we can drive to where the dropping helicopter is gonna pick us up. By the way, this Jeep is 100. I think some guy bought this Jeep, I think, and then used it for, like, to just drive around. Like, they made real warthogs for these things that were drivable cars. There was a vehicle to get into the fly over the war zone. No, it's a good thing this troop carrier dropped off this Jeep for me. Fucking Christ! It looks like Corridor. Only it's not AI, so it's better than Corridor. We're expecting. Oh, Jesus Christ! Look how big the needle is. Look how big the fucking needle rifle thing is. It's like the size of his face going through his... I think this is supposed to be right before Halo 3 where he lands on the planet. Or where he lands on Earth. Face first. No wonder Cat died. You have a needle the size of your arm goes through your fucking head. And the best part about the cat cutscene is it goes all the way through. Like it... Like, she does not have the needle in her face. It goes straight through her neck. It'd be like if a sizzling baseball went through her neck. A golf ball sized hole. And the best part is Halo Infinite later sold a cosmetic that was the, you know those funny headbands you can wear with like the arrow on either side? Halo Infinite sold a cosmetic that was one of those funny headbands you could put on your helmet, but it was a needle. And it was called like the cat special or something.
Target acquired.
It was at the angle. By the way, all these are just advertisements for Halo 3. this is just an ad. This is how you do a commercial. Master Chief was in there. I mean, when I atomize this brute with a rocket launcher, he's in this Master Chief's in space. He's fallen from orbit. He's in space. The last melon is peak. Should have used the pistol. No, the pistol in 3 is not good. Pistol in 3 is bad. You don't want to use the Halo 3 pistol. Because Halo 3, they decided to do that cool thing where they made all the semi-automatic weapons have like a cooldown every time you fired them. So like, if you remember in the Halo Combat Evolved, where I was just fanning the plasma pistol like a motherfucker. Just absolutely fucking hammering it. Halo 3, it was more like, it was just like, no, it was just like a gun, 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 gun. Whereas all the other ones, you could just hit it as fast as you wanted. It just bah, 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 bah. You turn that motherfucker into fully automatic. None of the weapons were very good in Halo 3, now that I think about it. Maybe the battle rifle. The assault rifles suck too. And it also sounded like a staple gun. That was the game they brought it back for, too, when they said that the assault rifle was the iconic imagery of Halo. They're like, no. We made a mistake cutting it. It's iconic. And then they made the worst version of it. It sounds like what Halo does to everything. These days, they might bring it back. They brought back the SMG for some reason, but then didn't include the main gimmick of dual wielding it. Make it worth a damn. This is Halo we're talking about though, so they could have just fucked up my food for nothing. They were always doing that, though. Because Reach had a bad assault rifle, too. This... Reach had a good handgun. The handgun was, you pull the trigger and it shoots. You have to wait for a cooldown every time. However, Reach also introduced the most worthless fucking weapon on the planet, the plasma repeater. Where the pitch was, you see, it's like the plasma rifle. What if it did less damage, was more common, and slowed down when you held down the trigger longer? Like, okay, hear me out. What if this weapon sucked massive booty cheeks? What if this was the worst fucking abomination of a weapon? That's awesome. Make 100 of, yeah. Let's give every other enemy in the game this fucking plasma caster or repeater. At the very least, the storm rifle sucked, but it broke shields in like 3 seconds. Like, the storm rifle could melt one enemy type. And honestly, that already made it better than the fucking plasma repeater. It could kill one type of enemy. Really, really good. And all this to remake a weapon that already isn't good. But don't worry, if you wanted it back, all of these versions were cut from Halo Infinite, so you'll never see them again. Except the Brute Plasma Rifle, which is like the Plasma Rifle, but it overheats twice as fast. That was the gimmick in Halo 2. It wasn't removed in Halo Infinite? They removed the Slayer playlist from Halo Infinite. They had to put that in later. The playlist for the multiplayer game mode Slayer did not launch with Halo Infinite. The 2 teams kill each other did not have its own button. You had to play all 4v4 game types. You could not just play one. They said, fuck you. You either play it ranked 4v4 or 4v4, we sentence you to death. All the characters, good story, guns. Well, not some of the guns, most of the guns. Hold on, let's not be lofty here. Most of the guns were cut from other games and replaced with bad squares. Well, let me show you. Let me tell you something. Here, to quote my favorite actor, John Bernthal, in every role he's ever done, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Show me the designs of these fucking weapons, because there are some shitty. They also, Halo Infinite, they're like, hey, what if we try doing elements? Just show me the weapons, like, looks. I don't care about their damage, I just want to see them. Jesus Christ. There's images of all these. There we go. Thank you. They tried doing like elements. Don't worry, that was also stupid. That also ended up being stupid too. So here's all the weapons. You need a fire gun to enter the zone. No, because the fire gun did such a laughable it was such a laughably bad damage dealer that it was like it was removed in later PvP maps. They just didn't even include it because of how bad it was. So yeah, this is all the weapons that from launch Halo Infinite. They added 2 more. By the way, this is a live service game, and they added 2 more weapons. To my knowledge, because they added the DMR but took off the scope, and then they added the Covenant carbine but made it look stupid, made it look dumb. As you can see here, there is no shotgun, but there's no the regular shotgun's gone. What was your favorite weapon? Have these look exactly the same. What, you mean you don't think this thing in the corner here is peak weapon design? It's a 3-round lobbing burst cannon thing. It does 0 damage, but if you hold down the button, it lobs a firebomb that does even less damage. It's so negligible, if you walk through the fire, you won't take enough damage to even fucking notice. So let's see if I remember. So you got assault rifle. This is just the reach assault rifle, basically 1-to-1. The battle rifle. It's also the reach version of the battle rifle, or not the reach version, because that's the DMR. It's the 3 battle rifle where it's got the cylindrical scope and all that, and plays similar to the 2 anniversary one. The bull pump shotgun, an automatic shotgun with low range and weak damage. The commando rifle, an assault rifle with less rounds, less accuracy, and it's just that. I guess maybe it was more accurate. It didn't. It had better zoom accuracy, lower hip fire accuracy, I think, but it also fired much slower too. My favorite is the long skinny one. Which one is that? You have the Hydra from Halo 5. The only returning weapon from Halo 5 is this stupid... It's an auto-targeting rocket launcher, but takes the full magazine to kill. It takes all 6 missiles to kill. It is the worst stupid fucking... They tried replacing the rocket launcher so bad in Halo 5. And this is one of their attempts, and it sucked ass. It also doesn't explode, really. It just has, the visual effect of exploding. Certified business is a killer run. It really... This thing down here is the disruptor pistol. It does what fanning the plasma pistol does, but doesn't have the charge up shot of the plasma pistol. But also, it was a lightning element gun. Which on this weapon didn't do anything. On the disruptor pistol, lightning element didn't do anything. But on the sniper rifle for lightning, it chains through opponents. However, it takes 2 to 3 shots to kill with the lightning sniper. Disruptor's my favorite character. The Ice Cube's War of the Worlds. There's the Stalker Rifle. It's like if the Covenant Carbine had a dice roll every time you tried to kill an opponent with it, for how much damage it would do. Why do they add elements? I don't know. There's the Skewer, aka the poor man's railgun. It fires a stake, but the stake moves very slow. The Sentinel Beam, everyone's favorite weapon. this weird shotgun thing that when you tap in the hat stick, it either becomes person shaped or wide. I don't think this is in the game. I think this one's made up. Unless this is the Covenant Carbine from way later. Which the Stalker was a replacement for, so I don't know why they felt the need to have one of these. Unless it's the Storm Rifle? I don't know what this is. What if they had elements? I don't know. They did it to be original, I guess, but the only guns with elements are the lightning ones, the one fire one. This is like spark element. Is these two, or heat element? And those are all the element guns. None of the other weapons have elements. You had one fire one, two heat ones, and two lightning ones. I guess plasma was also an element. Maybe. I don't remember. I didn't do anything different, I don't think. I think plasma and... plasma and electric, I think, did similar things. So electric, you had to shoot something a whole bunch to disable it. Whereas plasma is just the plasma pistol. Everyone knows that to disable the vehicles with the plasma gun. You just hold down the trigger and it fires. I think the disruptor and the lightning thing you had to shoot. Okay, by the way, some of these are UNSC, some of these are Covenant, some of these are Banished, and some of these are Endless. And one of these is Forerunner. If you could point out which one is which, if you could sort them by which faction they belong to, I think you get a prize. I think you should get a prize. You could figure out which one of these weapons goes to where. Goes to which faction. Like, this is ridiculous. Forerunner's the big rectangle. So let me let you in on it, because it's almost is impossible unless you're guessing. This top row is all UNSC. That's a little obvious. Yeah, that's usually how it is. If it's like blocky and metal, it's UNSC. If it's round and colorful, it's usually Covenant. And Banished is like the brute, like the obvious, like the spikes and all that. However, it's this top row is UNSC, clearly. Sentinel Beam's Forerunner. These two, the Sentinel Beam is Sentinel Beam. The Sentinels are separate from the, like the Sentinels, I would say are, I guess, would say. So they explicitly state 100 times the Endless is not Forerunner. The Endless is something different. So it's not like the Didact. The Endless can't tie into anything. And I think that's what's so fucking funny about it. Is like, at least the Didact was like Forerunner, so it tied into stuff that was part of Halo. The Endless is nothing. It will mean nothing because the Endless will never appear again in another game. The Endless is gone forever. It escapes at the end of Halo Infinite, and you hear it a couple more times, and then it just fucks off forever because Halo Infinite ends on nothing. So UNSC, Forerunner, Endless, Banished, Endless. The electric gun here is Endless. UNSC, Banished. UNSC, Banished. Endless for the little disruptor handgun. Banished. UNSC, Banished. The Endless will return in Avengers Doomsday. That's what it really feels like. But the lightning guns are Banished, and I think that's what, or not Banished. They're Endless. Despite not matching the Endless aesthetic or the Forerunner aesthetic. And then the Covenant weapons are completely unchanged when they made them all the Banished versions of the weapons. What are Banished? We still don't know. They're from Halo Wars. They wanted like a new, because Halo Wars 2, their idea was to have it you fight like Pirate Covenant, but they already killed off Jewel Vendama. So they're like, oh, what if the Brutes had their own version of the Covenant? It's basically Jewel Vendama from Halo 4 and 5, but they prematurely killed off Jewel Vendama, so now they had to make a new guy. OG implement things from Halo. What the fuck do you think I've been saying? This is my problem. Is everyone's like, oh, Infinite had a nice story. It's like, no, it fucking didn't. It didn't start anything. It didn't end at anything. It was the most offensive game to all sense of narrativeness. The reason the Banished are in Halo Infinite is because Halo Wars 2 did well and Halo 5 didn't. People liked Halo Wars' story and they did not like Halo 5's story. So they decided to scrap everything from Halo 4 and 5 and then just do Halo Wars. Well, it makes sense for a real-time strategy game to want to make something like that. Because Halo Wars is a spin-off real-time strategy game. Like, they had, like, the first game had legally distinct Arbiter with big hands. Maybe make a good Halo 5 story. They could have tied Halo 5 around. There was still something there that they could have worked with. Like, it's not like they were out of opportunity. It's not like they hit a dead end. They could have just kept going and then wrapped it around nicely. Alright, have a wonderful rest of your night today. Thank you for joining me on my insane ramblings of a madman. Do not forget to like and or subscribe, something egos, and without further ado, I bid thee adieu. Have a nice night. But I do not like Halo Wars 2, because I never liked the Banished. And they basically, the Banished, show up, kick everybody's ass, and be the coolest guys in the room. They were like, this is my cool, edgy OC self-insert type characters. They were the biggest thing on the box art. They were they're the biggest threat the world has ever seen. They're cool in red and black, and it's covered in spikes. They had several cutscenes of the Banished leader just dog walking all the Spartans. And then in Halo Infinite, they had the Banished leader just kicking Master Chief's ass. Like, complete full stop, knocking Master Chief unconscious and saying, I'm the king of the Banished, and you will die now. And then throwing him into space. He's got a cool eye scar and a skull painted on his face. He's hokey. The Banished is hokey. Like, it's the Banished is dumb. They work as, like, D-rate villains for a strategy game, not your main continuity threat that just appear out of nowhere and wipe the slate clean. There are so many threads just like, how did the Banished become so strong? And then all the answers are just, nobody fucking knows. Nobody knows, they just did. And now everything is the Banished. If you look up the Banished on Google, it's all merch. All the things are called like the Evil Death Blood Men. Like, okay, it's like all there's miniature game, Miniature game, miniature game. Legos, Legos, Legos. Miniature game, miniature game, miniature game. Cosmetic shop item. Cosmetic shop item. Cosmetic shop item. Like, these characters do not exist. Mega Block. Skimmer. Mega Block. Where's the shot of Atriox? The leader of the Banished. Like, this is, like, look at him. Like, what are we doing here? Look at this ship. This looks like No Man's Sky. He looks like a sloth. I hate them. They're so stupid. Mega Block. Here's what I want to see. Thank you, Reddit, for having the exact image I wanted of just the stupid looking banished vehicles. Like, look at these. Like, I hate the banished so much. They look so dumb. It's like, how do I slide to the... Why can't I slide over? Why does it have to be like this? Nope. Oh, that's just the whole image, isn't it? Make the Covenant, but let's make them edgy. Let's give them some spikes, but not enough spikes to go off model that we can't reuse the reach stuff. Careful, don't want to go off model. Let's just slap some gray on it. Let's paint the purple red and slap some gray rectangles all over it. This is how you do. Now this is design. He's holding this stupid Ravager, the little square. Love me some gray rectangles. They're so stupid. I hate them. Like, Halo Wars 2 is an ugly game. Like, look at what is this? Look at it. This looks like an Ark dinosaur. It looks like the Ark robots. We gotta stop the... What checked me out of Halo Infinite was that the second trailer for... The first trailer for Halo Infinite was so fucking good. And the second trailer for Halo Infinite had Master Chief going, we gotta stop the Banished. And it's like, oh my god. Looks like a mobile game. It does kind of have that, like, Hey, look at, they have a DLC season pass. I did actually get one of these DLCs on a discount, because I did play Halo Wars 2 a little bit. I got one of these DLCs on a discount. I got the Halo Wars 1 DLCs here. The Arbiter and Jerome. Don't worry though, you could play as Kinsano. You could play as Colony. Okay, I would play as Colony though. Same with Yap Yap the Destroyer. Halo Wars 2 even have a good story? It was alright. It's mostly about how the Banished kicks everybody's ass and is the coolest ever. That was the most I got out of the story. That was the most prevalent thing in the story. And the Flood is back sometimes. But the Banished are too cool to be stopped by the Flood. This was mostly the plot of Halo Wars 2. Whereas it was really just... It didn't offend me as much because I didn't finish it. Halo Wars 1, however... Now, this was a good game. You know, this was also alright. Halo Wars 1 I like better. I think Halo Wars 1's more fun. Like, things are less Halo 5 looking, they're more grubby. Even from, like, the visual direction. They had Big Hands Arbiter. They had Arbiter and Big Hands. It was unbalanced, but didn't have competitive multiplayer, so it was fine. Didn't try... It wasn't trying to be a serious... real-time strategy game, so it didn't have to worry about balancing. Oh, here's another Atriox. I love Atriox. Fuck these things. Fuck these things and their squares. Chat, look out. It's a banished fleet. What are they banished from? They're banished from the Covenant, but the Covenant hasn't existed since Halo 3. But the Covenant that they're banished from is the one from Halo 2 and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So, make sense of that, if you will. By the way, Atriox isn't even the villain in Halo Infinite. He was shown in the end credits gaining all the power of the ring. Of the new most important Halo ring, Zeta Halo. Where everything is. From the books and everything. Everything's all on Zeta Halo. From Halo Infinite. And Atriox has all the power now. Because he beat he was going toe-to-toe with big evil Cortana and her big Eldritch robot universe eaters. It's like the villain from Star Wars Rebels. The actual villain of Halo Infinite was a guy called Escharum. He didn't do anything. He was dying of lung cancer, and then he just kind of dies. And then you walk away. And nothing of note changes. Nothing really happens when you beat Escharum other than you beat Escharum. Where's the Endless in all this? Just kind of around. See, the Endless is kind of unrelated. Or no, is she called the Harbinger? I think the Didact one is called the Harbinger. And I think she strikes a deal with somebody, or is in the middle of striking a deal with the Banished. Which is why the Skimmers are, I don't fucking care. About the Endless. No, the Endless is in like 5 minutes total of the game. The Endless is talked about more than she actually appears. Why were they even in the game? Because they wanted a new big scary villain. They said the Endless was 10 times worse than the Flood. That's what they said. Did they prove it? You tell me. You tell me. I love Tell not showing. That's how Halo Infinite is. That's welcome to Halo Infinite. Let me just say a bunch of things. Oh shit. It's the hat. It's the spear through the face. Who would have thunk it would have been right there? Cold Bobia said he could one-shot the Master Chief. That's kind of what it felt like. Because like by the time of Halo Infinite, they'll never fucking mention it. Because why would they? Because why would they mention anything Room 5 or Master Chief beats the Didact in hand-to-hand combat? Or let me rephrase that. Like, Master Chief wins that fight with the Didact. Not necessarily an all-out brawl, but he still beats the Didact without a gun in his hand. He beat the Didact. He beat the Didact by fucking getting into strangulation distance and then mounting a grenade on his back. Like he outmaneuvered the Didact and it mutilated him. Like Master Chief was not a slouch by the time Infinite came around. He fucking did kung fu fight with Agent Locke in 5. He's dark and edgy and covered in spikes. Isn't he so cool? Isn't he so cool? Look at his cool shipmaster with his big dumb hat. Jesus Christ, this whole fucking game is a joke. The banished my ass. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. They make a hat dumber than Gigi's. I just don't like them. And also, tell me Dusty Red is a better replacement for purple. Like, you were already at a loss here. This dusty ass red that's all over Halo Infinite is not nearly as fun to look at as purple. This shitty ass ghost design. More stupider. Look at this thing. Would you not describe this as more stupider? Like, what were they? Oh, it's the skimmer. Oh wow, it's Jaga Ramdam. It looks so fucking dumb. Speaking of OCs. Speaking of OCs. It's red and black and that means it's cool. Speaking of fucking OCs. It's Jaga Ramdamni. God, I hate that. I hate that chest armor. And the hat that doesn't go. It's just a hat. He's got a hat and mandible socks. Like, that is not a helmet, sir. God, his fucking torso is so big. We're gonna look up. Oh. See, when I want to see a big... When again, big Covenant guy, I think of Halo Wars 2. Or Halo Wars 1. But like, he's fucking huge. Like, you can make a guy with... You can make an Arbiter with big armor. Like, he's so big, he sits fucking slack-jawed all the time. And, like, looks like tri-tip from Skylanders. Like, Jager Rondani looks like the Halo show Arbiter, where, like, the helmet just doesn't look like anything. Look at it. They said this is Arbiter from the Halo show. He looks like that. I don't know, but he looks like Jager Rondami. Hey, what? He ain't no rip up more me. Like, look at the size of his hand. He's a fucking mangler. How many Arbiters are there? Well, every time they die, they replace them. Like, his whole face fits in his hand. He's gonna crush his hand like a melon. He's fucking huge. He gets stabbed by an energy sword, but it takes this guy 2 hands to lift his Rippo Mormi's energy sword. It takes him 2 hands to lift it. The fucking thing is huge in this game. You know, you also got the King Arbiter, who also has the 1 arm thing, but it just looks more proportioned. How many Arbiters are there? Well, there's Rippa Mormi. There's Thelvadam. Then there's just a bunch of other ones that all die, I guess. There's 2 in the animated show. Then they all just kind of, they just kind of explode sometimes. The only 2 game ones, though, are Ripamormi and Thelvadam. Thelvadam is like the main series one, and Ripamormi is the side series one. If you see big hands, you gotta point at the screen and yell, Ripamormi. If you see, oh my god, big hands. Oh my god, look out. Oh my god, look out, he's got big hands. Yeah, go, oh shit, it's Rippa. confuses me. It confuses me too. You gotta stop the banished. And like the shit they write that is good, they'll just retcon it later, so there's no point in like trying to follow. Rip on Mormy is what they used to call me in college. Like my favorite is the best part of Halo Infinite, because it's like actually good, is the character writing for Master Chief and the new character they introduced, who I forgot his name, but I know he's an engineer. He's just a civil engineer who hijacked who stole a like troop transport ship, like the Pelicans, to try to escape the war, but ended up getting sucked to the ring with Master Chief. And so it's them working together to get back. And the trailer and the game opens with this phenomenal shot of the ship getting stranded and him trying to repair it. Falls, knocks over a box, and the box is a hologram of his wife and daughter. Like a hologram phone thing, message phone of his wife and daughter. And he's watching it, and the camera spins around him, and then he's like aged by like 2 months. And it just keeps on like passing time as he's watching this thing over and over again. And in the book, they retcon it to where it's not even his family. In a sequel book, they said that wasn't even his wife and kid. It was just somebody else's wife and kid. The hell? Yeah, that's what I said. In a book, by the way, because the story of Halo Infinite is finished. It's only, except it's in an extra book trilogy you have to read. And the next game will continue from that book trilogy. I assume. Because why wouldn't it? Because it's Halo's a bunch of fucking hacks. Why wouldn't it resume from a book series? It's really dumb. The whole game is stupid. This is also what I mean by like, notice how none of this time I've mentioned any of the shit that happened in Halo 5. I've yet to like address a story point from Halo 5. Halo Infinite screwed itself. And it offends me much more than anything Halo 5 could have done. Halo 5 brought back the Arbiter. What was Halo 5 even about? It was technically the most technically. They marketed it as Master Chief going rogue to find Cortana and causing drastic harm to the UNSC and to humanity in the process. So Agent Locke, who's one of the new Spartans, was sent to hunt down Master Chief. Like he's a manhunter. He's like a super good manhunter. Like he's like an assassin guy they made into a Spartan just to hunt down Master Chief. And it's Master Chief fighting against humanity and this guy to try to find the remains of Cortana. What actually happened is Master Chief and Blue Team from the books, Master Chief's best friend since childhood from the books. Granted, it's from the very first book, Fall of Reach, and then continuing onwards through all the books. He likes Blue Team. Linda, the Spartan, the extra Spartan from Halo 1, is from Blue Team. So it's Blue Team tracking down the remains who end up on a Forerunner world where Cortana is as a mustache-twirling villain. And Agent Locke and his team have to try to find that. And so they go on a wacky globe-trotting adventure to do so. I think Cortana died in Halo 4. She kind of just left. It was implied that she might have died, but she just kind of walks away. And becomes a wacky cartoon villain afterwards. Like, it's her death is symbolized by her just like walking away in like a blue mindscape. And she becomes a real thing. And then I guess. And then they took her symbolically walking away and disappearing as her actually fucking off somewhere else. And then she becomes evil. And uses the thing called the Guardians. That's why it's called Halo 5 Guardians. She calls upon the she says she founds the Guardians. It's going to reactivate the Guardians to bring peace in the universe. Kind of like Ultron. And how that game ends is with all of the Guardians being awakened. Which Guardians? The Guardians. All the Guardians being awakened. These giant space robot dragon owls. And them EMPing the universe. And she talks to all the living computers and says, why are you helping out the humans? When you could be helping out me for world peace. And so all the computers join sides with Cortana. And then all seems lost, and then it says, to be continued in the final chapter. And then the final chapter never happened. Granted, I haven't played Halo 5 in like almost 10 years. I haven't played Halo 5 since it came out. The story bit. And I can't play the story bit again. It's only on Xbox. Or I could, I just really don't want to. Just really don't want to play Halo 5 Guardians. Wow, so awesome, isn't it? You don't understand. It's got the Guardians in it. You like the Guardians, don't you? The Halo 5 Guardians? Really hope the Guardians return to Avengers Doomsday. No, all the Guardians died. Off screen. Official. They're like the things in Eternals. You know, like the big never see them again things from Eternals. They're like those. As in they're all dead and we'll never see them again. And that they would have been really big and cool, but now they're all dead and we'll never see them again. I don't remember what they were called. Where it's like the Dune, the Judger, and some stuff like I don't know. Anywho. Oh gee, oh golly gosh gee. We might be back for some Fishing Planet on Thursday. The Guardian looks like Temu Dark. He looks like Bayverse Train. The Guardians in the game look like Bayverse Megatron. While the Guardians in concept art look like owls. You can guess which one I like better. Or the Guardians in the trailers look like owls, but the Guardians in the game look like Megatron. Also, Master Chief has a cool cloak in the trailers. where he's looking for, he uses the, or he's asking a guardian, a wishing guardian, where Cortana is. Before we end the stream, I'll show off what I mean. I will show you what I mean. See, this is the face of the one from the trailer. See, there's Master Chief right there. There he is. Here's the Guardian from the trailer. You know, you know you love him. Hey, it's Shriek. It kind of looked like it, though. Here's the one from the game. What does it have teeth? I don't know, but it looks like Michael Bay Megatron. And here's exactly what I mean. Like, am I wrong? Anyway. Thank you all for coming. It was lovely to see you. God, fucking look at him. Anyway. Thank you all for coming. It's lovely to see you. Do not forget to like and or subscribe. Might not help out the algorithm, it certainly helps on my ego. We will be back Thursday for some. And then Friday for something else. Wow. Oh, by the way, it's Master Chief in a cloak. Things in armor should wear cloaks more. It's pretty cool. Samus wore a cloak once. That was also cool. And for now, I bid thee adieu. We need to take a break from this. We need to take a long enough break from streaming Halo that I will forget how angry I constantly am at. That we can stop talking. We need to find a different game that I can obsess over that isn't Halo. Or we need to at least play one in the roster. Like, every stream can't be talking about how stupid the Banished look. Even though they look really stupid.